When we look at our modern civilization and we think that we've evolved so much, let's not forget that Sumer is the cradle of civilization and that so much of what started there is still in place in our modern world. This includes the entire system of how we measure time, 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, 24 hours in a day, and the way in which we structure our cities. The idea of plumbing, the idea of city planning with streets and buildings, all of that stuff comes directly from this Sumerian civilization, which seems to, in conventional historical view, pop up almost out of nowhere from what had been up until then a hunter-gatherer type of culture. We also see the whole basis of the Code of Hammurabi and written codified laws, which actually started again in Sumer. We see the development of a money system in Sumer. We see roles of men and women, this sort of patriarchal society appearing in Sumer, and therefore so much of what we have in our modern world hasn't changed since the time of Sumer. And if we expand our consciousness a little bit and consider that the written history of Sumer is not what we hear about in our textbooks, that it actually is a 250,000-year-old civilization, it would appear that the gods built that civilization, or what some have called the archons, and that they in fact built this whole system on the purpose to withstand the test of time and to create a form of silent tyranny. With the money system comes the ability of small groups of people to determine who lives and who dies, who eats and who starves, and to become incredibly powerful because there was no common sharing of the wealth of the planet. It seems to be acceptable to the people. It seems that there is a fair system, but it's very easily controlled by the elite power structure and allows them to effectively imprison an entire planet. And it allows them to wield an unnaturally high degree of control.